I moved my dinosaurs down so you could see them. Hello! I hope you're all okay and all good. Welcome to another video. My name is George. For those of you who don't know, feel free to subscribe down below if you're not already. And this is Vlogmas Day 5. I really hope you enjoyed yesterday's makeup video if you watched it. If you did not, rude. I will leave a link in the description box below so you can just jump backwards if you wanted to watch that one and you wanted to watch them in some kind of chronological order, even though they are not being filmed as such. This is a teeny tiny book haul. I've not done a book haul for a little while, but this isn't as wild as my 6 months of books book haul. This is just fairly recent, just the last couple of months. There is a selection of gifted books in here, as well as things that I have purchased myself. I've not been going wild in the aisles when it comes to books because I don't have a huge amount of money and it's the festive season and I've got other things to spend money on, if I have any. So let's get into it, shall we? The first book that was gifted to me, and this is one that should have been in my 6-month book haul, and I feel really bad because I totally missed the mark on putting it in there. And that is Dream Guide. Oh my God, look how good that foil looks. So this is the Dream Guide, an unofficial guide to Walt Disney World by Adam Hatton. If you're a Disney fan, the chances are you know who Adam Hatton is. But if you don't, Adam Hatton is a Disney vlogger. He posts, well, actually just generally a vlogger really, but posts a lot of Disney content of him and his friends going to Walt Disney World, actually, and Disneyland Paris, just Disney all over. And this Dream Guide is perfect for planning your next trip. I'm hoping at some point that Jordan and I will be able to get together and properly go into all of the stuff that's in this book, but it is so beautiful. It is full color and it's just really, really stunning. And Adam offered to send a copy of it over for me and Jordan. He even signed it in there. And yeah, it's very, very exciting. I'll leave links to it in the description box below, but he kindly sent over a copy and it's so beautiful. I mean, oh, and there's a bookmark just falling out there. Because there's also a Dream Guide that's for the Disney Cruise Line, because Adam knows things. Adam knows a lot of stuff. He's been going to Disney enough that he knows how to plan a good trip. So if you're looking for somewhere to start, take a look at this. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can go and find out more. The next book that got sent to me is actually one that I have had sent to me and already read like the eager beaver that I am, and that is This Winter by Alice Oseman. This Winter is told from the perspectives of Tori, Charlie and Oliver Spring, the Spring siblings, from Alice's book Solitaire, Alice's debut novel. This is set over the course of a Christmas day and it is gorgeous. It features new illustrations by Alice, which if you know me, you know how much I love Heartstopper, so having obviously Alice's style is Heartstopper, but Heartstopper style illustrations kind of peppered throughout this book was just wonderful. It's a gorgeous book. I was not emotionally prepared for it and I was sat up very, very late crying about it. It's stunning. For those of you who are intrigued by the Osemanverse, this is set just before Solitaire. So basically it leads straight into Alice's debut novel. And if you are a fan, it is well worth a read. It's very short. It's very, very good. The next book is one that I absolutely gagged when it fell through the door. I got a DM off the publicist about this, I believe, and basically bit their hand off. And that is a copy of Here the Whole Time by Vitor Martins. I've heard amazing things about this book. I'm so excited to read it. I want to read it before the end of the year because it comes out in January. So I kind of want to be ahead of the UK curve. It's already out in the US, I think. But this is billed as a feel-good YA novel that picks up on topics of body positivity, standing up for yourself, figuring out who you are, standing up against bullying and homophobia. It is the story of a boy called Philippe who is blindsided when his mum invites the neighbour kid, a boy who he's had a crush on for so many years, over to basically spend the summer with them. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. I've heard so many good things about it already. I'm very, very, very excited. So thank you so much for sending this over. This is being published by Hodder, by the way, Hodder Children's Books. And another Hodder book that got sent to, this is 2 Hodder books on the bounce that I'm just buzzing off my tits for. And that is After Love by Tanya Byrne. I love Tanya Byrne so much. If you've not read Heart-Shaped Bruise, if you've not read Follow Me Down, if you've not read Flawed, the YA collaborative novel that Tanya was a part of, I've not read For Holly, which was her 3rd YA novel. Oh, and she's got a Christmassy romance novel called Someday at Christmas, which is written under the name Lizzie Byron, which I should have mentioned in my festive reads. I can't believe I blanked on that. I'm so sorry, but check that out too. Tanya Byrne is an absolute talent. She is a powerhouse. She will write straight to your heart and cut right through you. And I cannot wait to sink my teeth into this. It comes out next June. It's gonna be amazing. Like, it's going to be amazing. And also, can we just appreciate this cover? I mean, I think this is what the cover is going to look like, but with finishes. But like, can we just, this is stunning. Absolutely stunning. The next book was one that was sent to me by Hotkey Books, which is House of Hollow by Krystal Sutherland. This was sent to me around Halloweeny time. I got sent like a very creepy little card with like things on it, kind of like telling me that it was coming. Krystal Sutherland is the author of Our Chemical Hearts, which was made into like an Amazon Prime Video film, I believe. I've not read Our Chemical Hearts and I've not watched the film yet, but I've heard it's amazing. I have it on good authority from Katie Weber that it's absolutely stellar, so I imagine it is. But this is described as a seductive, thrilling, genre-twisting horror story from the author of Our Chemical Hearts, Krystal Sutherland. It comes out in April 2021. I am not a big horror reader. I will give it a go. Thank you so much for sending this over, Hotkey Books. And last but by no means least, this is a little bit out of left field from Egmont because I'm not a huge middle grade reader, but I got a copy of Otter's Moon by Susanna Bailey. And this is the story of two young children who rescue an otter pup, which sounds really, really adorable. It's not my kind of thing usually because I don't read a huge amount of middle grade, but I am more than willing to give it a go for a cute otter story. So thank you so much for sending this over. And now we're on to the things that I purchased. We will go, I can't remember when I bought any of these, so we're just going to go in with the one that's on the top. And the first one is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I have heard nothing but wonderful things about this book from so many people. The main person that I have heard wonderful things about this book from is Jacob, who runs a very queer book club. I think it's called a Very Queer Book Club. I will leave it linked below to his Instagram account, which is teeming with queer recommends. Very, very prolific reader with a huge amount of knowledge when it comes to queer books. But Jacob was doing on TikTok 1 line a day from Red, White and Royal Blue. I think it got to like maybe 50. I think he is still doing it. I just thought, you know what? I just need to buy this book and read this book. So I bought this book and I'm going to read this book. I've heard wonderful things about it without knowing exactly what it's about, but I'm very excited to get into it. It just sounds like I mean, it's a queer romance. What am I not going to love about this? What happens when America's first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales? Okay, I'm sold on that completely. I don't really like the royals all that much, but I am sold on this. So yay. Gays! Next up, my pre-order of The Friend Scheme by Callie Dietrich arrived. Kale? I was a huge fan of his first book, The Love Interest, which is an amazing sort of queer YA action adventure sort of vibe of a book. And this is a sort of like, from what I can gather from the blurb anyway, it feels like a sort of mafiosa kind of YA novel with gays in love at the heart of it, which is all I need for my books really, but I'm very much looking forward to reading this. As someone who loved their previous book, I imagine that I will just be head over heels for this, so this. And last but by no means least, without doubt, one of my most anticipated books of the year, and one that I can't move for on my Instagram. Everyone seems to be reading it and loving it, and that is Surrender Your Sons by Adam Sass. This is the story of a boy called Connor who, when he comes out to his mother, is sent to a secluded island essentially to be put through conversion therapy. But even with the conversion therapy stuff, there seems to be more to this island than meets the eye, and Connor is determined to find out what that is, escape and expose this place for exactly what it is. I've heard incredible things about it. Adam is an absolute sweetheart. I'm absolutely buzzing to read this. People have said it's quite scary. Like I've already said, not big with the old scary books, but I'm certainly going to give this a go. Maybe this is not a book for me to read at night, but I'm very excited to get into it either way. And also, this cover is beautiful, first of all, but then also, can we just, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Just stunning. Just absolutely stunning. So let's do the book holding thing. So these are my recent arrivals, with the exception of 2. These are all YA, I believe, or maybe Red, White and Royal Blue, I think is NA or grown-ups, I'm not sure. But I'm very much looking forward to getting into each and every one of these books. There are some absolute bangers in here. I'm very, very excited. I'm excited for these. I'm excited for these. I've just got some really good books that have like either been sent to me or I have purchased. So thank you so much for sending books. Thank you so much for trusting me with them. And yeah, if you have read any of these books, feel free to tell me about them in the comments box below. Are there any here that you would recommend to me? I would love to hear. But that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to put a thumb on it and subscribe down below if you want to see more and not miss a single Vlogmas video. If you made it this far in the video, please leave me the Christmas present emoji in the comments below. I love each and every one of your faces, and I'll speak to you tomorrow in the next Vlogmas video. Bye!